Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all my YouTube family and friends. Welcome to Belinda's Country Living. Today's video, I am going to be making cranberry jello fruit salad. Now, this is a recipe that you will either love it or you will leave it. But my family loves this recipe, so we're going to love it. So, let me tell you what the ingredients you're going to be needing. You're going to be needing 1 box of cherry Jello. You're going to need a half a can of cranberry sauce. Roughly around a cup of grapes. Now, you can use red grapes, green grapes, to your likings. Make sure they are seedless. I am using green grapes in this recipe today. You're going to need roughly around 3/4 cups of chopped walnuts. But of course, you could also use pecans if that's what you choose. You're going to need 2 small apples chopped up. Now, in today's recipe, I'm going to use the peeling and all. If you don't like the peeling, then take it off and just chop your apples up. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to microwave 2 cups of water. It has to be hot water in order for your Jello to dissolve. So while that is going, I am going to smash up this cranberry sauce, set all this aside. Smash this up real good. Now you can use frozen cranberries or fresh cranberries. I'm doing this today with the cranberry sauce. It's much easier, less fuss. If you use the frozen cranberries, then you're going to have to get your food processor out and chop them up good. So let's get this all mashed up really good. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. This has to be mashed. Okay, so we got that part done. We want to make sure. Now, I already cut my grapes in half. Just cut them in half. If you use the real large grapes, you might want to cut them again. Because this is going to go in your Jello, so. But that looks good. So let's, well, I thought I had another measuring cup. We'll measure that so we'll be exact for you people for when I write the recipe in my description. While the water is still getting hot, now I'm using my little mini chopper here for my walnuts. It does pretty good for what it is. It keeps me from getting my big chopper out. Now, if you like, you can leave the walnuts, whole if you choose, but keep in consideration that there may be some in your families that have a hard time chewing or swallowing, so cut your walnuts or your pecans up. Yeah, so you want to make sure you cut your nuts up. Okay, so we got the boiling water here. And let's put in the Jello. Just like that. Let's dispose of that. Now what you want to do is you want to mix this up until it is clear. Keep stirring and stirring. Keep breaking the side of your glass bowl. I'm using batter bowl here. Just like that. Y'all gonna love this. Now I know there's a lot of different versions of this recipe. You could add pineapple. I have even seen people add miniature marshmallows, but I'm not a lover of that. But I make this every year for my family, and there's none left. So the way I've made this for the last 30 years, and I learned this recipe way back when I first started cooking. And my beloved mother-in-law, who has gone to heaven now, had taught me to do this. She taught me how to make homemade noodles. Yeah, when I was young, before I started having my kids, 2 of them, I could burn water. Yeah, sure can. Okay, so now that's mixed up good. And how you can tell that's mixed up good is you're not going to get any of that Jello granule around your bowl here. So that is mixed up real good. Now, to that we're going to add 1.5 cups of cold water. Now the recipe on the box says 2 cups of boiling water and 2 cups of cold water, but we're only using 1.5. And the reason for that is we want to make sure that the Jello is real good and thick, because by the time you add these ingredients, especially the grapes, the liquid that's in the grapes, if you choose to use pineapple, well, that's going to give you extra liquid. So 1.5 cups. Okay. Now what I do is I fill a 2 cup with ice. That makes the water really cold. So we're going to use 1.5. There's 1.5. Okay. And this will also help make the Jello set a lot quicker once you got everything put together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pour this into your dish, and I just made a mess as always. I want to get all of that out of there. It's one thing for sure, I always wear an apron when I'm messing with this stuff. Splatters everywhere. Yes, it does. Okay. So now you're going to add your grapes. Just put them in there. Be careful because this will splatter if you just dump it. Okay. Let's see how much walnuts we got. So far, not quite enough yet. Putting some more in. It's a very easy recipe. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Here in Indiana, boy, it is cold today. I'm going to do this one more time, and this should give us about 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to you so you'll see just how fine them are. That way, you know, your guest that does have trouble chewing, you're just helping them out. Okay, we got that. We're going to go ahead and add the cranberry sauce to the Jello. Get all of that goodness out of there. Don't leave anything in. Don't leave anything in there. You don't want it to go down your drain. Let's stir this up really well. That's why you want to really make sure you mix and mash this cranberry sauce. There we go. It's all incorporated good. You can add your nuts. We got about 3/4 cup. Just stir that up really well. And when this is all done, when it sets up, all your walnuts is going to be at the top. Okay, so let's cut some apples up. I'll be able to tell y'all if 2 small apples is enough. When this is all set up, it'll probably take a good 3 hours in the refrigerator. You just top it off with some Cool Whip or whipped cream. And we like our apples chopped fine. Now again, you gotta look out for the people that have a hard time chewing, swallowing. I'm always thinking that way because I take care of a few elderly women, 97 years old and 88. They're little sweethearts. You all have met Wilma. I've had her here on YouTube. So that's roughly a cup. So let's go ahead and put that in. And we like apples, so we're going to go ahead and use this other small apple. Like I said, this is gonna really be good. I could have had all this chopped up for you, but I know a lot of you out there like to see how we do things in our kitchens. I'm not kidding you. This is really good. Now, I made one of these yesterday just so I could show you the finished product of this cranberry fruit salad. Now, let's go ahead and put these apples, the rest of the apples. And we got everything. Now mix this up really good. Stir it around. Just like, oh, I missed one. Kind of splattered some up there. Let's get that off of there. Now all you do is refrigerate this for 2 to 3 hours. And I will bring out the one that I did yesterday. Well, I sure hope I can get that Jello out of my towel here. I'll soak it in cold water. It's strange that you could get this on your fingers, y'all, and your fingers will turn red. Yes, it will. Okay. This is how I do things here in my kitchen. Yep. So this is the Jello I did yesterday, and I already had me some of this last night. Dip some up for you. Let me bring you a little bit closer so you'll see what this is. But this is how we do things here in our kitchen. Bend you down here. And let me move you over here. I don't have the best setup as for videoing. But you do what you gotta do. Whoops. There we go. I hope y'all can see that. There. This is what it looks like when it's all done. So let's get some out. Like I said, you want to get you some Cool Whip, whipped cream. Like I said, it's a dish that either you'll love it or you will leave it. And it is very good. Look at that. The apples, the grapes. I believe yesterday I used the red grapes, and kind of hard to see with the cherry, the red coloring. Today I used the green, and of course I'm going to have me some Ready Whip. Yes, I am. Look at that. So, I'm going to try this. I know it's good, y'all, because we love it. Like I said, you can add pineapples. Add whatever you want to the cranberries. And trust me, for those of you out there that don't like cranberries, you don't even taste this cranberry sauce in with that Jello and with your apples and your grapes. You don't even taste it. Very good. Yeah, I had some of this last night. I couldn't wait to dig into it. I want to thank all of you. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I want to thank all the people that have subscribed and are viewing my videos. And if you're new to my channel, hey, give me that thumbs up. It's much appreciated. As always, I'm glad you're here in my kitchen. May God bless you and you have a wonderful and blessed day and stay warm.